There was this assumption, I think, that people would only give money if they got a tax deduction. And I never thought that was true. And I feel like we've really proven that isn't true. That people at that lower level, sure, if you're giving $1 million, you'd really love a tax receipt because that gives you, $500,000 back. But if you're giving $50, no one cares.
It's not a big dollar spend, right?
Exactly. People do it for positive reasons. They do it because they're inspired, because they feel hopeful, because they're moved, because they want to be part of something. They don't do it because they're going to get $32 back from the government in 15 months. They're literally just not even thinking about that at all. And so what we realized, or our hypothesis that we hope that we've proven, is that it's, the not-for-profit sector had become kind of obsessed by what they weren't, that they were not-for-profit. Whereas we need to be focusing on what we are, that we're making a difference. And if you're making a difference, then the form factor is less important to people. They just want to be inspired. They want to see good work happen. They want to be part of making things better.
Yeah, something greater than themselves.
Exactly. And sometimes that will be through giving a donation. Sometimes that will be through choosing to buy a particular brand of beer. That's the social enterprise. That's the power of the social enterprise model, which I love, is that you can kind of do the right thing while also, doing what you want to do, wearing shirts you like and drinking beer, and that all those things can still be positive social acts if we make the right decisions, make the right conscious decisions about who we're supporting. But the other people who are excluded beyond kind of social enterprises was just unincorporated groups. That if you guys wanted to if you guys were neighbors and you wanted to organize a park cleanup in your local park, and for that you needed like $500 because you wanted to hire a skip and, and get some gloves and bags and so on, you shouldn't need to set up Park Cleanup Inc. just to kind of access.
To get that done, yeah, makes the barrier completely impossible, yeah.
Just to access some modern tools to pass the hat around and raise the funds you need to do something good in your local community.
I love the how little the change could be and how big it can be, and I think it's quite an interesting space that you're in, and I get the impact's pretty huge, and I see it coming through the screen as you're staring at me, and I'm really enjoying your passion in the project and how you've put this together and where it might go to. What's the vision? Where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years' time? Obviously, you brought on someone for scale from Atlassian. What does that mean for you, and where do you want to be?
Yeah, if we don't make it, it's all Simon's fault, not mine. No, we want to be, we want to, big picture, we want to, fuel a movement of change makers to create a better future. Ultimately, through that movement, we hope to increase the pace of innovation for social change. We think there's an urgent need for us to simply build a better muscle when it comes to social innovation, and that requires, innovation ecosystem. One of the things I'm having to learn is that we can't necessarily do all the things in that ecosystem.
Be nice if you could, but yeah, sometimes we're a piece in the puzzle, right?
Exactly. And so we want to improve and scale our piece, and our hope is that over the next 5 years we can help launch 10,000 social impact initiatives that change over 1 million lives.